Okay, Steppenwolf back right here. Welcome to another video. And if you haven't watched my channel yet, I'm a top 200 legendary Q player. I'm a Grandmaster, high Grandmaster player. Currently, I'm simply not pushing to Challenger because I want to get Legend first. And in the last video, a lot of you have seen how I stomped with Kassadin pretty badly. Okay, I've shown you how to dominate the early game even with a weak champion. And I will leave this video at the end of this one right here. So make sure to watch the whole thing. But I also told you that you can counter Kassadin, okay? And I know this guy that picked away my Kassadin, he's a top 200 Kassadin player, and every single time I left Kassadin open when he came out, I got basically screwed over it. So at one point I thought about, okay, how can I counter Kassadin? And I know a lot of people feel the same way. So what I did is I started to pick Jayce. Why Jayce? Simple. He's an AD player or an AD champion, which counters Kassadin by nature. I can't play Zed because I suck at him. I'm going to be honest. I'm not a good Zed player. I've never done it. But I'm a good Jayce player. Then you also have a ton of abilities. And overall, you're a melee, you're a ranged champion. Sorry for the short brain lag. But you simply counter Kassadin if you play him the right way. And this is what I'm going to show you in this video. I think even his teammates start to flame Kassadin, which I don't think it's cool. I thought about flaming it as well because he picked away my Kassadin and I was pretty angry. That's why I also picked Jayce. And I was tryharding this game. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this is like an Immortal 2 game or Immortal 3, maybe Immortal 4, like somewhere in that range, top 200 players. And he picked away my Kassadin. So I thought to myself, okay, I need to teach this guy a lesson. Even if he is, like, especially if he's starting with the Q. Usually you start with W because you don't want to lose that much mana. So I go to the top lane because I wanted to help that Misfortune out. She doesn't need any help. So I keep going back, trying to fight Kassadin. I know in the early game I have 2 abilities. I'm way stronger than him, like especially on level 1. Now I have 4 abilities. This is what makes Jayce so strong. So this Kassadin plays it passively, like I explained to you in the last game you should do usually. I know that the jungler right now is probably focused on his buffs. I can, like, for reference, I can take a look at what Wukong is doing. Now here's a pretty cheesy move. I ignited him, so these heal fruits are going to get completely irrelevant for him. So what I'm going to do next is I stop him from going back because I want him to lose the minions. He can get the experience, but I want him to lose the minions. Next, I shoot my Q through the minions. This took some high-level aiming from me, so I'm not a very good skill shot player, but I somehow managed to do it. So I'm simply holding the wave right here where they are not at the tower, and I want him to lose the farm. I've seen the Kha'Zix right here on the top, so I know I need to be kind of careful. So I go back to the bottom side right here because this way I have more time to go away, but I just got too greedy, okay? I saw the opportunity, I hit him with my Q, and I flashed him. So he didn't react too fast enough, and I saw my opportunity right here. What should I say? So I know that Kha'Zix is still around, so instead of pushing the tower, I simply go back. What I'm building right here is a hull breaker first, because this way I have better 1v1 capabilities against Kassadin when he gets stronger, and I can get the tower faster, which will give me an even bigger gold lead against him. And this is the thing against Kassadin. In the early game, he's weak. You will need to shut him down as hard as you can in this stage of the game, otherwise he will just stomp on you. You will want to make sure that you have 1,000 gold more than him at any stage of the game, okay? This is how you counter Kassadin right now. You need to shut him down. So I'm simply pushing in the wave right now because I want to get that tower gold to get even bigger lead. The other option would have been to simply stall the wave, but there were too many minions and this wouldn't have worked. I'm waiting for my way to poke Kassadin. Now he wants to fight again. I'm going to simply press my W, give him the 3 shots, and that's it. So he's picking a pretty stupid fight right here. What I'm doing is I know this Kha'Zix is dead. I ignite him and he dies. I don't know why they dove me, but he helped me with snowballing. So thanks for that, Kha'Zix. I helped my Wukong to get faster. I think there are not that many champions that can chase a Kassadin, but the thing is, when he just got his ult on the first level, like, it's okay. It's okay. Now, one thing that made me a little bit mad is that they stole my turret gold right here. I want to get it solo because, like, 150 gold times 3, like, this would have been an easy 450 gold for me. So at this point, I have to share it. So, not the best thing. I think we're going to get that mid lane turret right here. At least I'm trying to get my farm. So, but this Kassadin is pretty much out of game right now. The only thing that would help him is that this game would go like 15 to 20 minutes where he gets his rabbit on staff cap, and then he would start to become useful. And at this point, I think people start to flame him in his team, and I feel a little bit sorry about that because they didn't know he's playing against me. Like, I would say a pretty good Kassadin player, and I'm not saying that to toot my own horn. I'm not saying that to sound arrogant, but like, this Kassadin, he is in the top 200, but he's not that good of a player. And again, I know I'm sounding a little bit toxic right here. This is not my intention with those videos. I'm trying to show you exactly how you can get a better player at this game. So if you want to see education and information videos, and you want to get entertained at the same time, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I'm trying to upload as many videos as I can on how you can get a better player. These are not going to be only wins. I'm also going to upload losses because I want, first of all, get a better player with these gameplays as well. So I'm every single time I'm commentating over my own gameplay and watching myself play, I see mistakes I have made, and I can tell you exactly what I did and why you shouldn't do them. For example, an easy thing for me would have been to simply go to my team and help them with the dragon, or to push that mid lane. I wasn't quite sure what I needed to do there, but I saw that Caitlyn there. She lagged, and I think I'm going to flash over the wall. I'm flashing in the wall, but I still got her. This Rakan wants to kill me, but he didn't know that this is not going to work because I was still full life and I can tank 1 or 2 more tower shots. So as you can see, it's 9-1, and yes, this is a stomp gameplay, but I want to show you how you can shut down a Kassadin. So as a team, we're simply going to run down the top lane turret and then go back. This is not the best thing for me to do because I have a hull breaker and the item becomes useless once you're around other people. Sorry for that. But I want to get... And I don't know why this Rakan goes in here. He's pretty much dead once I have my abilities again. Or a misfortune kills him. Now, to end the thought I had before, I wanted to show you with this video how to shut down a Kassadin. And is it easy to shut down a Kassadin? No, that's why he's S+ tier. That's why he's most of the times banned. But if he gets picked from the enemy, this is something you will need to do. Pick an AD champion, tell your top laner or your jungler to pick mid lane. You will need to get an AD player or an AD champion because you're going to shut down his passive entirely. It's going to be completely worthless because he has an AP shield against an AD champion. You see how that makes sense? Awesome. So here's the thing. What you also want to do is you want to make sure that you have a ranged champion or maybe someone that can burst him really quickly because he can't react to that in the early game. All he can do is stretch out the fights. This is what I'm always doing when I'm playing Kassadin. I'm trying to stretch out the fights, especially in the on the lane, because I know I can heal back with my fleet footwork, with all the runes I pick on him. But if you play a champion and can burst him pretty quickly, like, there's nothing he can do. And I think this game is going to be done really quickly. This is just like a quick guide on how to shut down Kassadin. Because again, I see a lot of people complaining about him. I'm going to get completely greedy right here. I'm tanking the turret, but he's going completely dump mode. So I don't know why he chased here as like a 0-3, 0-4 Kassadin. But he did it, so you need to abuse the mistakes the enemies are making. I think this Kha'Zix is completely out of game right now. He doesn't want to play anymore. I think we don't see him anywhere else in the top lane anymore. Maybe he's trying to split push and get something. But you can see on the left the useless chatting from the people. I'm not the biggest fan of that. Sometimes I simply mute all of them because I don't see the value in like chatting, or at least if it's not like where to go, but you can also do that with pings. I think the chat, especially on phone, is not the best thing to do because it takes ages to type out what you want to say. A simple ping can say it. And most of the times people use it to flame. Look at this. So what you can also do, and this is what I really do when I get into grind mode, is at the beginning of the game I mute everybody and simply focus on myself, because that's honestly one of the fastest ways to get better. Just don't care about the trolls you get in the game. Don't care about the fears you have in your game. Don't care about the mistakes of others. This is like a vanity metric. This is something you can't control. If you focus on something you can control in the game, which is your own ability and your own skill as a player, like you're going to climb. Focus on getting better and focus on your own gameplay, and I can guarantee you like the rank will follow. You shouldn't look at rank first and skill second and pray that some people carry you and you don't get bad teams. Focus on getting a better player yourself. So I'm trying to split push right here, but the thing is, like, I realize it's useless. Ignore the Q right here. I can't even hit. And I told you in the last game I'm bad with skill shots. But don't even try to, like, I didn't even try to split push because it was pointless right here. I knew we have easily won that game, so all we should do at this point right now is run down mid lane and end it. And I think this is what I'm going to do in just a second. Maybe I'm going to become greedy for the tower. But the enemies didn't have that big of a chance after we stomped them that much in the early game. Okay, I decided to take the turret. It honestly didn't matter right here. I'm poking with my Q. This is something you want to do with Jayce. And again, this Kassadin, I don't know what he's doing. I don't know what he's trying to do with that. Maybe he was already mental lost. But this is how you carry a game against Kassadin. If you want a gameplay on how I explain more in depth on how to play Jayce, let me know down in the comments. But I know this game is almost over. I think I'm going to go back and grab the Edge of the Night. And that's it. I've also seen a comment, like, which champions I mainly play, and the answer is I play a lot of Kassadin, Orianna, which is getting kind of boring, okay? I have to admit it, Orianna is not the most exciting champ to play. It's efficient at what it does, but it's not that exciting, okay? I play a very good Orianna. I'm in the top 100 Oriannas on the server in Europe, but is it the most exciting champion to play? No. So I try to avoid picking her. If I really want to win and carry, I play her. But I try to play something like Twisted Fate. I'm not as good on Twisted Fate as I'm with Orianna, but I like to play her. And this is the third champion I usually play, which is Twisted Fate. I would say this is a learn in progress. A lot of the times I end up being like the support, where I don't get that much kills. So these are the three main champions. If Kassadin is open, I'm always going to pick him. And if he is not open, it's always going to be a coin flip for me between Kassadin or Orianna. So, I hope you enjoyed this gameplay right here. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel for another Wild Rift video. I see you guys in the next one.